Now, there is understandable national outrage that has forced political parties to take a tough stand on crime against women. But there is a recent analysis which is done by the ADR, which is the Association for Democratic Reforms, and this analysis has revealed, are politicians just paying mere lip service? This report has indicated political parties across the board have given tickets to candidates who are accused of crimes against women. In fact, there is an exact figure to this: a total of 48 elected representatives today. 48 of them face charges of crime against women. Well, let's get in further details on what exactly the ADR here has indicated. These, of course, are elected representatives belonging to each of those parties, the breakdown of which now that has come in this ADR analysis as well. Aarti, please go ahead.
Sarah, as you were saying, 48 elected members of parliament and of legislative assemblies across India have charges of crimes against women. And these charges include assault on women, outraging their modesty, kidnapping, and even, if I may say so, compelling a woman for marriage. So these are some really serious charges. And even as I give you the numbers of political parties and the breakup, let me just add a little caveat here. While the BJP tops the list with 12 of its elected MLAs on this list of elected representatives, I think this has to be seen in light of the fact that they are the single largest party across most states today. However, what was really going to embarrass them is that they also top the list in parties which has given candidates, or rather candidates who have been given tickets, is also the highest number. So if I can just take you through that number, 47 is the exact number of tickets that the BJP has given to candidates who are accused of crimes against women. Coming up next is the BSP with 35 and the Congress with 24. Now, these political parties have been paying lip service in light of the Unnao and Kathua incident, but this report really lays bare those claims and really shows you how when it comes to electoral gains, crimes against women aren't really considered serious enough.
Aarti, stay on with us. We're going to get in a word here from Major General Verma, retired head of the ADR, with us over the phone line. Many thanks for being with us, Major General Verma. In your view, this is should not just come in as an embarrassment. It is an absolute shame as far as political parties are concerned.
See, we had updated this report. We had issued it last year also, and now I got it updated with the latest figures. But it just reflects the seriousness with which the political parties take these issues. And as you see that regularly there are about 30 to 33% MLAs and MPs with criminal cases who are sitting there in the legislature. And in this current report, we have shown that there are 12 MPs oblique MLAs from BJP and 7 from Shiv Sena and 6 from Trinamool Congress. But what surprises me is that these two parties, Trinamool Congress and BSP, are headed by ladies. I mean, even if they are giving tickets to people with criminal cases against them, then how do you expect the other parties to behave? I mean, there is some
absolutely. Major General, if we try to get in a response from either of the parties, it is going to be either of the political parties that have been listed here in your survey. It is going to be along expected lines that these are just allegations. They're accused. The allegations could be false. At least they're not convicted in a case of crime against women. Do you think that would be a valid argument then?
No, they always say that these are politically motivated cases and so on and so forth. But not necessarily that it may be true. I can understand that there may be one or two politically motivated case. But you are seeing the thing which is going on now on the ground. But what is more shameful and despicable, I would say, is that when the parties come out in support of the accused people with the tricolor, the national flag. Hello?
Okay, we seem to have lost that line. Major General Verma, who's the head of the ATR, they're saying that these figures, there should be a tight slap on the face of political parties who in fact have all time and again in mere lip service, which is what it should be seen now as, in talking about safety for women and acting out on crimes against women. Our correspondent Aarti, who's in fact been analyzing the data that has been given out by the ADR on all political parties. Aarti, this is important to note. It is all political parties across the board, irrespective of the kind of stand they've at least tried to show that they've taken on protection of women.
Absolutely, Seher. Like you mentioned, this goes across the board. 447 is the number of tickets that have been given to people with criminal charges against them, criminal crimes against women specifically, and 48 is the number of elected representatives who have charges of crimes against women registered against them across the nation. Now, really, you have to see this in the context of Unnao and Kathua and how all these political parties have come out and made a big hue and cry of the fact that they want the cities and the country to be safer for women, but on the other hand, they are busy distributing tickets to these same people who are accused of crimes against women.
Absolutely, and Aarti, there's no sight of change in the process. There's no sight of rectifying this. Is there anything in the ADR report that also indicate that with respect to upcoming elections in the state of Karnataka, if there's been any reform in the list of candidates that the two main political parties have announced there?
To be honest, I really don't think political parties have really heeded these warnings, and time we see these reports coming out about candidates with criminal backgrounds, but it hasn't stopped political parties from continuing to give these tickets. If I could just quickly run you through the numbers once again, the BJP has the highest number of elected representatives facing charges, criminal charges of crimes against women, with the number 12. They are followed by the Shiv Sena with 7, the Trinamool Congress with 6, and the Indian National Congress with 4.
That's right, Aarti. This also goes on to show that how damaging the findings of this report is at the end of the day with respect to instilling zero confidence in the women of the country. When they're not serious about the issue, they don't walk the talk even when their own candidates there are concerned.
Absolutely. If the elected representatives are the ones who've committed crimes against women, then you can't really expect any change in the laws governing crimes against women, can you?
Aarti, many thanks for taking us through those details here on what has just been revealed by the ADR report.